That's
Yeah.
what happens. It's not hard to become number one. It's hard to stay number one.
Yeah.
So people don't know the first time that you get some sort of power in the house, that does something to you. You think you have a hold on the game. You think you can kind of coast this week. People are coming to you with information. You don't have to do a whole lot. Just hope that your plan kind of works out. And naturally, you made a plan that you didn't have to do a lot of work with. That's how it works. So you're trying to like put all these feelers out and do all this kind of stuff. And you're just like, all right, I'm going to sit for a little bit. And then so it makes you get comfortable with your relationships in the house. So you start leaning on them. You start kind of relying on the fact that so and so is going to come up and hang out on the couch later. I'll talk to them for the next hour. This will make the day go by fast. I'll get to the next day. We're one step closer to Thursday, and
Hmm.
your brain kind of gets on coast mode, and that's when Big Brother creeps in. That's when that amount of time that you have in between events, in between veto and eviction, like there's so much time and space to lose yourself. And I think
Hmm.
that, Mickey and Morgan, they got in there. They kind of felt good about themselves. Oh my God, we pulled the wool over Riley's eyes. Ha ha, dumbass. And now we can kind of play with some stuff. And then all it took was Adrian, ironically, to have such a pure heart and to go in and just tell the truth to somebody, right? And
Hmm.
then he took that back, and now, Morgan's mad that Mickey told, and then Adrian's gone, so she can't talk to him. And now it's like, what do we do? So they created a drama on their own, on accident, like without even trying. And now it's like the bond that I thought was pretty solid in the house is now kind of shaky. And now a seasoned player would get in there, drive that wedge, and split it up a little bit, like Sari would. And I wish Rachel would see it for what it is and kind of start driving that if she can hang on, But that's what happens is that time gets in your brain, it seeps in, and you're like, maybe I could try this. And you're like, no, 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 that's against my plan. I shouldn't do that. And then you get wrapped up in another scenario that you felt pretty good in, and that was your problem. You felt good, and you weren't furthering your objective. So I think right now Rachel's in a spot to where she doesn't know what direction to go to further her game. She feels like everything's against her. She probably feels a little embarrassed. She thinks she's playing a bad game, but really, as we all know, live feeders are praising her for some of the things that she's doing. I think she's doing a great job holding some stuff together and fulfilling, I believe, her intended purpose. Her intended purpose, having been put on the show, was to bring a bit of that old school Big Brother play back into the fold. And I think she's done that. She's mentored some people. She's pushed some conversations. She's pulled some relationships in, and she's kind of made people believe some stuff. And we have that old school Big Brother kind of feel going on in the house. The
Hmm.
problem is having that old school Big Brother being brought into the house now definitely conflicts with the new energy they're trying to bring around blockbuster stuff and live and all the and putting attention on competitions. That Rachel doesn't know that much. Like that's not her wheelhouse. So we plopped her in the middle of a brand new game, and I think that production played a dirty trick by being like, "Hey, you're gonna go in and play Big Brother," and then they drop her in. They drop her in on the challenge 42. It's like, what is this? I don't know this game. This is a whole different game. And I think Rachel right now is feeling a little bit embarrassed that she can't play the type of game she wanted to play coming in the house. Even when she was dealt all the cards to be able to play the type of game she wanted to play, new Big Brother stepped in and new characters and new stuff came in, and now we're at a point where she's not able to play the game that she was supposed to be able to play. And I think that she doesn't really know what to do. She's in weird territory. She doesn't know what to do with that.